It's the NBA Live on 2K Sport. And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Now, here's Grant. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Lillard from outside. That shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Conley scanning the floor. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Conley.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Lillard misses. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And the second free throw, good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, Edwards. Over to the wing. Outside, Conley. The kick out to Towns. His three-pointers off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Out to Conley. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Thibault. Edwards can't hit.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
To the left side wing. Double team on Nurkic. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And Minnesota has possession. Nurkic against Conley. He kicks it to Gobert. Passes it to Towns. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Conley the pass to Towns. Here's McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. The kick out to Towns. Shoots over Grant. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Jump ball. Right side Towns. Trying to get something going. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Now here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, too big, too strong, too high off his feet.
Here's Lillard. Takes it off the glass. Lillard's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Out to Edwards. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland leading by 3. Here's Lillard. Count it. He's got 7.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
Out to Edwards. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Grant gets a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock in game.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
17 seconds left to play here in the first. Grant, right side. Towns with the defensive effort. Right side, Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got his second basket of the game. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Timberwolves lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Anderson is out there with Reed. And it's Torian Prince. And it's Noel in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Floats one. The shot, no good. Portland trailing here. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Back to Simons. Launches it. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Here's Little. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Noel passes to Anderson. It's Prince on the wing. Back to Anderson. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Reed rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Little. Here's Simons. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Here's Alexander Walker. It's stolen by Reddish. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. Off target from the wing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Now here's Reed. Covered by Simons. Reed misses.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
Portland leading. Here's Knox. He's still scoreless so far in this one. In the corner, it's Little. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Here's Prince after Nasir Little's bucket. Prince the pass to Reed. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Reed's got 6 in the quarter.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Blazers.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Noel. Nurkic a screen on Conley. Lillard from outside. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Conley into the lane. And there's Edwards on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard with it. Conley picks him up. Grant against Towns. Pass to Sharp. Inside. And finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Here's Sharp. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for
24. The Trailblazers. 23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. And it's Thibault in at the small forward.
And nice pass by Grant. And this is what happens when you become a great scorer. You draw defenders, which often leaves someone open.
Now here's Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Edwards. Well, shot missing. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer. But what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his ability.
To the middle. Here's Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You love to see Lillard this fired up on offense. Gives his entire squad a big boost of energy.
Oh, here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Nurkic finds Grant. Nurkic a screen on Towns. Grant.
Well, the athletic Jeremy Grant, so good at initiating contact, gets the defense to react to his aggressiveness.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Outside, Towns. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Well, beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
And here's Towns after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And Towns throws it down.
Well, the team leans into his ability to carry the offense. And right now, Karl Anthony Towns is a problem for the defense.
And there's the pass to Sharp.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Kicks it out to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Lillard from outside. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
That's on Jaden McDaniel.
For the Trailblazers.
And known for being a clutch performer, Dame has his sights set on titles. A true leader with a winning mindset.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Noel passes to Alexander Walker. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. And that one's good. Thibault.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And stolen by Lillard. One-on-one here. And Lillard throws it down.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Good on the triple. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Portland.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here's Simon. He has 5.
Simon.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Prince wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 15. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simons the pass to Knox. So the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Reed with the rebound. From deep, Prince. He can't hit that time. And so it's Portland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now a timeout called by Portland. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out. And they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
Thanks, David. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Towns down low. Grant on him. And good that time.
Well, we know how capable and consistent Karl Anthony Towns can be when he gets this kind of inside position.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Timberwolves trail by 15. Conley the pass to Towns. He goes up again. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Fires the 3. Sharp. That's good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
McDaniels kicks to Conley. Just 4 to shoot. Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
And the dunk by Towns.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Portland leading by 18. Lillard from outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And Edwards with the stop.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Lillard outside. Bible on the wing. Lillard surveying the D. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
If there's an opportunity in transition, Mike Conley will seize it. Well done for the easy one.
Grant for 3. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Right side, Conley. Out left of the wing. Here's McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist in the game.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, you know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
Here's Conley. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
And it's Lillard missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. A 12-point game. Here's Towns. And then Karl Anthony Towns with the jam.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel.
Lillard way outside. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Out to Edwards. Outside, Towns. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lillard.
This guy.
Damian Lillard.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
And the layup is good. Now, here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Nurkic with the steal. Thibault got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. Knocked away. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin.
That's the end of the game.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
get it done on the offensive end.
Here we go.
Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Now Atlanta starting five. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Now here's Young. Collins outside. To the right side. Capella against Conley. Count the basket.
Every year, Clint Capella up there, one of the highest percentage field goal shooters we have in the NBA.
Edwards against Murray. Shot is good by Edwards.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Nice move. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
It's so close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
Now here's Edwards. The kick out to Conley. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Capella. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Capella, the pass to Hunter. Now here's Young from deep. On target from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Murray against Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. Towns down low. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Murray up top, guarded by Edwards. To the wing on the left. Here's Young. Kicks it out to Collins. Three-pointer. They get it back. Pass to Capella. Second chance effort. And he can't get that one. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor.
McDaniels with some nice D.
Oh, gritty defense, protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
The Hawks trailing. Young finds Hunter. The kick out to Young. From behind the arc. Atlanta again missing. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's Collins. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Outside Conley. To the middle. Outside Edwards. Conley against Young. Here's Edwards. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Edwards got 6.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Conley passes to Towns. Another shot. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
That one misses for Towns. And Towns' 3-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And Atlanta has possession. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. The kick to Hunter. To the left wing. Pass to Capella. The Hawks need to get one up here. Here's Collins. And some solid defense from Towns. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they are so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing on it.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Noel in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Bogdanovich, no good.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Pass to Anderson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Noel drives in. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Griffin finds Bay to halt the run, and he lays it in.
Have to like the way Bay is playing. He's bringing it every moment.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Prince. Now Reed. Here's Noel. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The size mismatch makes that a high percentage look.
For Minnesota, they've gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. And the Hawks going from the Eastern Conference Finals to the 8th seed via play-in. A bit of a step backwards last year.
Yeah. You know, growing as a young team has its ups and downs. Hawks know they can be better than the 8th seed. They now have an expectation of a playoff caliber ball club.
That one is off. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Here's Prince. Pass to Noel. Back to Prince. On the wing, Alexander Walker. 4 on the clock. Over Bogdanovich. Another miss by Minnesota. The Hawks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Atlanta again missing. The Timberwolves shooting very well, 62%, and going right at the defense. Here's Prince. The shot that time not on target, so Atlanta will take it the other way. Pass to Fernando, to the paint. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel, defended by Bogdanovich. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got 5.
He has good size at his position, and Taurean Prince, even though traffic around him doesn't speed him up. Nice shot there.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Young. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
And just a top-tier shot.
Oh,
he got his
wow.
timing down. He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
1:16 left to play in the first half of basketball. And they double up Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
After being drafted 19th overall in the 2017 draft, John Collins continuing to exceed expectations, which has contributed to what he does in terms of his workload. A big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
The kick out to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Hunter with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up. And Young the bucket on the assist by Hunter. 5 points in the game.
Trae Young might be the last guy in this offense that you want to lose sight of.
Basket counts.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
The free throw drops from Murray.
At the line for the Hawks.
He hits the second from the line.
At the line for 3.
And he nails the third. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Edwards, a pass to McDaniels. And stolen by Murray. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Up the floor. Stolen by Conley. 1 second left. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Allie, as always, thank you.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves. 35. The Hawks. 22.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Young runs point with Murray at the 2. Bruno Fernando is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Capella in at the 5.
You know, Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense. Well, after the first-round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent. What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And it's Murray off the drive. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Murray. He's got 11. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Hunter can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Towns finds Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Collins, he's checked in for Fernando. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Young, the pass to Murray. Back to Young. Now Murray. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
Now here's Murray. 13 points in the game. Pass to Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 5th assist in this one.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns from deep three-point range. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
I mean, Trae Young, do you love the confidence? I mean, he is boiling over with it.
Collins with a screen on Conley. Young, the pass to Murray. The kick out to Young. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. .146 left in the third. Murray against Edwards. The rebound by Murray. And Young will challenge your defense from every distance, Brent.
And look, this guy, B.A., has unlimited range, has an elite floater game, and you bring in two guys defensively, you'll find the option that's open.
Here's Conley. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. Here's Towns. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
So far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
To the paint, and stolen by Edwards. Conley passes to Towns. He shoots again. Gobert with it. Towns down low. Collins there. Goes up again. The rebound by the Hawks. Right side Murray. Outside Young. Screen by Capella. Fires from deep. Young misses. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Conley goes in. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
And left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Murray passes to Young. Stolen by Conley. Here's McDaniels. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And for Atlanta, they're shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
First team foul.
Here's Okongwu.
Good positioning. Anderson outstanding at staying in front of his man and using his length and contesting.
Fires for 3. A slam dunk by Reid.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
So his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Okongwu. Hey, expanding his range. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's a nice pass from Bay, willing to do whatever he can to help his team.
Reid for 3. Drains the triple. Reid's got 5 points in the quarter.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
To the left side wing. Prince down low. Defended by Bogdanovich. Pass to Anderson. Here's Prince. Shot clock at 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Griffin left side. Out left to the wing. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Noel. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Good man. The defender really went after him. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Gobert. Uses the glass on the layup. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
And the Hawks with possession here. Following the score by Minnesota. Collins, a good look. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Hey, rejected by Capella.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him. Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Now here's Gobert. Over Murray. Gobert, no good.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And what a huge performance it was for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways. Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Tipped!
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
Young, the pass to Capella. Oh, and the jam by Capella!
And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now here's Conley. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the layup falls.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Young from long range knocks down the long J.
Now, during the draft process, lots of talk about Trae Young and Stephen Curry. I'll tell you what, there are more similarities than differences.
Here's Conley. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it to...
Let's bring
So Atlanta will get the first possession. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Front court spots filled by Hunter and Collins. DeJounte Murray is out there with Griffin. And it's Capella in at the 5.
Finding a soft spot in the belly of that defense. Murray taking full advantage.
AGA, what about these Hawks? They can really be fun to watch.
Yeah, and they just need to be more consistent, Kevin. It seems they can beat anyone on any day. If they can start doing that regularly, we're talking about big things from the future. Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live, right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks so much, David. Here's Thibault. After Clint Capella's bucket, pass to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Nurkic showing a lot of authority on that finish. He's not messing around.
Murray the pass to Collins. Passes it to Capella. Outside for Murray. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Now, here's Lillard. Good, and Grant hits the assist.
Can't give Dame an inch of room out there. A difficult task defensively because he has such deep range.
Here's Murray. Hunter on the wing. And stolen by Thibault. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. And the 3 off target. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Collins, and the layup's good off the glass.
Efficient in the painted area. Collins has a purpose behind his actions.
The pass to Lillard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lillard again missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Collins. And then Collins slams it in.
An explosive leaper, Collins hangs in the air, puts on a show.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. And Capella sends it back. Shoots the 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
Precise fundamentals from Nurkic inside.
Kicks it out to Collins. Murray outside. Collins setting the big for Murray. 6 to shoot. And Collins gets double-teamed, shoots over Lillard, and again, it's Atlanta.
No matter where he is on the floor, Collins seems to invite contact.
Now, here's Sharp, defended by Griffin. Thibault on the wing, three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Capella kicks to Collins. Pass to Murray. 34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's the steal. Here's Grant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
You know, entering the league, Jeremy Grant was athletic, had top-notch physical tools, and now he has the skills to go with it.
And Grant drops them both. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Murray, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Lillard with the ball.
Well, Damian Lillard is such an intelligent playmaker. He sees an opening and dishes the ball.
Here's Murray. Count that one. Murray's got 6 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Hawks lead by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Cameron Reddish is out there with Anthony Simon. Then it's Little, and it's Eubanks in at the 5 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story. Well, the Hawks have their centerpiece. Trae Young is that guy for them. But now they have to figure out how to surround him.
Here's Knox. Pass to Eubanks. Simon's with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And finally they hit one.
Gotta be mindful of Anthony Simons. He looks to score close to the rim whenever he can.
Young way outside. That 3 off the mark. And for the Hawks, Smitty, their roster construction is something they are tinkering with right now.
They're not in a bad spot. It's actually a good spot to be in as a franchise. They know the makeup and direction of the team, Kevin. It's a matter of finding the right formula.
Now Little. After the missed 3 from Trae Young. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And it's tied up with that one. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Now, here's Reddish. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Takes the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Reddish has got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Shot selection still needs a little work, but Cam Reddish has excellent range on the jumper.
Outside Bogdanovich. It's stolen by Reddish. Now the pass to Eubanks. Nice spin off the left rim and in. now a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Good scoring field by Trae Young inside, finding a path to a beautiful shot.
Pass to Little. Pass to Eubanks. And Portland again with the bucket.
Seeing the floor much better. Little with an easy find right there.
Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Young pass to Okongwu. Back to Young. Okongwu with the screen for Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Trains the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
So quick. Get Bogey the ball. He'll knock him down. Starting at the age of 18, Bogdan spent the first 7 seasons of his career playing internationally for teams in Serbia and Turkey.
And it's Simons missing.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now, here is Young. Shot clock at 6. Fades. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And with Bogdanovich, Smitty, he was drafted back in 2014, but didn't come to the NBA until the 2017-18 campaign.
The reason why, Greg, he was too busy winning internationally. 7 league titles, not to mention countless individual honors.
And here is Grant, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Kicks it out to Grant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players. Pulling up off the bounce, just another tool Young uses to create separation.
Grant with a screen on Bogdanovich. There's the triple. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 2 points now on the basket from Grant.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceling each other out perfectly.
Now, here's Okongwu. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Young for 3. Not going to go that time. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight. All right, David, thank you.
37. And let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Collins and Capella man the post position. Griffin out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. Lillard outside. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Lillard comes with the double team. And the dunk by Capella.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Griffin's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Nurkic a screen on Hunter. That one from long range. Lillard's got 6 points.
Flashing that limitless range once again. Lillard is a phenomenal shooter.
In the corner, Collins with it. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range. That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
Right side, Collins. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 7. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
This is so fun to watch. Lillard going up with some real power to finish the slam.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Hawks ball starts the
And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trey make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
Now, here's Grant. 6 points for him. 4 on the shot clock. Lillard misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Lillard against Capella. Lillard the pass to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now here's Griffin. Wide open look here for Murray. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now, that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Grant outside for the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Grant's got 9.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of three-point shooter.
Griffin kicks to Collins. Here's the 3. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Collins has got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Hawks. Sharpe the pass to Grant. Up and in on the layup. Grant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good touch from Jeremy Grant, able to get himself inside and get the job done.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Atlanta making some changes. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Young with no one around. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
He does a good job of making quick reads and quick decisions off ball screens. Young always looking under control.
Here's Knox. No points in the game yet for him. Young with the steal. Fires for three, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Little and Fernie Simons out there with Cameron Reddish. And it's Knox in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And here is Simons. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Eubanks. Young looking it over. Passes to Fernando. Eubanks grabs the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The wide open shot by Little. And again, it's Portland with the three.
Quick catch and shoot from Nazir Little, giving the D no time to react.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Man, Sadiq can really get up. What an alley-oop.
Reddish kicks to Simons. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Young fires away from outside. Another three for Atlanta.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Grant, he's checked in for Little. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Kevin Knox. Sharp's checked in for Reddish. And Lillard subbed in for Fernie Simons. Now here's Murray. Hunter, no one around him. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
You gotta love how Capella keeps possessions alive. Really nice effort right there.
Thybulle, the pass to Sharp. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here is Lillard. There's the pass to Grant. Going inside, and the dunk by Grant.
And once Jeremy gets going, he's automatic, making it look effortless right now.
Lillard against Murray. He dishes it to Hunter. Stolen by Grant. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Now, here's Lillard. Oh, good on the triple.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Here's Collins. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Grant. Trailblazers trail by 6. Eubanks. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. A minute 50 left in the 4th quarter. They get the rebound. Capella inside. They can't stop the run with that one. Portland's gone 2 or 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lillard outside. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the team.
Norkic checked in for Portland. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The shake. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
the previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow-mo,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Moving, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
For the Hawks, Bruno Fernando comes in for Clint Capella. Young is subbed in for Griffin. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Young. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
And Lillard kicks to Thibault. Nurkic a screen on Hunter. Lillard with no one around. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. There's 53 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Reddish, he's checked in for Sharp. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Griffin subbed in for Trae Young. And Reddish with the slam.
Big time play. Cam Reddish stepping up to the plate. We know he has the talent to do so.
Murray kicks to Hunter. Off target with his 3. And here's Portland. They're on a 17-7 run. Pass to Reddish. Over in the corner, Lillard. Cans the 3.
It is game time. Winning time. Lillard seems to always come through.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Nurkic with the steal. Thibault with the ball. Grant outside. And there's the call on John Collins. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Jeremy Grant has really sharpened this part of his game. He could do some damage here. You have to admire how calm he is under pressure at the free throw line in a key situation.
Young for 3. Misses the 3. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games. we go.
And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1. Now here's Lillard. From the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Outside Thibault. Grant outside. Pass to Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant. Moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Lillard. Oh, rejected by Lillard. Thibault with it. There's the 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Personal foul.
While he was born in Arizona, when it's time for national team play, Matisse Thybulle suits up for Australia down under, a team he medaled with in 2020.
Hey, it's fun to see NBA players like Thibault go their own way for national competition.
Yeah, it is, B.A. I mean, that's part of the interesting fabric of the global nature of the game, particularly as it relates to the NBA. International tournaments are kind of like an alternate world, if you will. Guys who are NBA rivals end up being teammates, or their teammates wind up on the other bench. It's actually pretty cool to see.
Oh, stolen by Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Yes, it's good.
And, you know, when Grant gets a chance for an easy basket, he really busted down the floor. I mean, the quickness and athleticism he possesses, really hard to deal with defensively.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. And it's blocked by Thibault. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Minnesota ball.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. 4 on the clock. Tipped away. Tries to keep it alive. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Here's Sharp. Oh, good D by Edwards. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Edwards with it. Thibault picks him up. The kick out to Edwards.
And I just love how he uses his lateral quickness to stay with this man. Lillard is a capable on-ball defender.
Takes a 3. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Now here's Edwards. Lillard pulls down the board. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Sharp, takes it inside, uses the glass to finish the layup. Sharp's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Towns. They trail by 9. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Grant the screen. Pass to Sharp. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Whoa, slamming it home on the taller defender. What swag.
Here's McDaniels. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Edwards against Lillard. From deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clock.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Edwards against Lillard. Outside Thibault. Grant right side. And the layup is good off the glass.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Edwards. Misses from short range. Oh, deflected. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Portland.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Jalen Noel out there with Mike Conley. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Anderson in at the 4. It's deflected. On the wing, Noel. Reddish covering to the inside. Conley finds Anderson. And he buries his first look. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Over to the left wing. Here's Reid. Pass to Prince. Outside, Anderson. 4 on the clock. The shot misses, and it's Portland the other way. And it's Little off the drive. Uncovered. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Left side, Anderson. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Portland leading. To the wing on the left. Pass to Knox. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Counted. Reid's got his first points of the game.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Here's Little. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Pass to Prince. Now Reid.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Prince.
2 minutes.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Here's Knox. Simons outside. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Yep, that one goes. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Anderson gets the bucket.
Can you say natural leader? But Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game. A line change here for Portland. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Outside Edwards. And it's Jeremy Grant with a foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
1:11 left in the second. Towns with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Out to Lillard. Grant with a screen on Edwards. Here's Lillard. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by Lillard.
For the ability to knife inside and convert, Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Lillard. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. To the middle. Here's Towns. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Well, that time Towns showing you that he has the physicality to beat the contact. The defense has to do a lot more than that to stop him.
Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here's Edwards. Back to Towns. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers.
Your score, your Trailblazers, 27. The Timberwolves, 16.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. So it's Minnesota now. They trail by 11. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Sharp are the guards, and it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Grant outside. Pass to Lillard. Back to Grant. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Sharp. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota shooting about 43% on this one. Lillard against Edwards. Pass to Sharp. 4-3. Knocks it down from distance. Sharp's got 9.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Towns down low. Covered by Thibault. And down it goes. 2 points.
In the paint, Towns is just a nightmare for defenders. His size is a huge advantage.
Here's Lillard. And he makes it on the layup. Lillard's got his second basket of the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
And he gets the bucket.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Towns passes to Edwards. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Back to Towns, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Grant.
Minnesota ball.
Off the inbound, it's Edwards with a drive, and it's good on the layup.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. McDaniels passes to Towns. Here's Gobert. It's tipped. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he gets that one. He's got 13.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Three-pointer Sharp. And again, it's Portland with a three. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Thibault against Edwards. McDaniels inside. Pass to Gobert. They need this. The kick out to Conley. This one for three. Second shot opportunity. And Gobert with the nice bucket inside.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Edwards with it. Nurkic picks him up. Pass to Towns. Grant with a steal. Stolen by Conley. Towns finds Conley. Back to Towns. 58 seconds left in the third quarter here. To the left side wing. Gobert passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
A guy that's been overlooked at nearly every level. I admire Lillard's ability to use outside noise as fuel to his fire.
And both free throws good for Lillard. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Inside, tipped. Grant with a steal. Here's Sharp. He's guarded by Conley. And he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Good work there as it goes.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Three-pointer Sharp. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Hey, that's just not a smart pass. It's as simple as that. Was not a smart pass.
Deflects the pass. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, look at Nurkic using his physique on offense, taking his shot and drawing a good foul.
Nurkic hits them both. Here's Alexander Walker. Over Sharp. And that one hits the back iron. And so it's Portland out in front by 19 going into the break. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Timeout called. Portland.
Blazers timeout. And your Trailblazers UCS team.
And Now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shaedon Sharpe.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
Boy, we witnessed something special from him, and this crowd will remember it. When a player raises his game to this level, it earns him a lot of new fans. On the court for Minnesota, we've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Prince in at the 3. Pass to Reid. Lays it up and banks it in.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Stolen by Anderson. And here's Reid. Back to Alexander-Walker. To the inside, Noel. And a nice finish on the layup.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Prince. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. No good that time. To the paint. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Eubanks.
Blocking foul called on Jalen Noel. First personal foul. First team foul.
For the Trailblazers.
Substitution on the court.
And Portland has possession. He got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will retain possession.
Blazers ball.
Here's Sharpe. Puts it up off the inbound. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Trailblazers.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch pails with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reid. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And it's Anthony Edwards in for Noel. Here's Towns. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Lillard against Edwards. Here's Nurkic. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's McDaniels on the wing. Alexander-Walker. The kick out to Edwards. Banked it in off the glass.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Here's Towns. No luck on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. That's tipped. Lillard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Thibault. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He was all over it. They just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. Edwards fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Back to Thibault for 3. Alexander-Walker grabs the board. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Fires it. No good off the glass. The Trailblazers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. Here's Thibault. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Trailblazers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. His confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And the Trailblazers shooting just about 57% in this fourth quarter. Lillard into the lane, and the dunk by Lillard.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Damian Lillard. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Edwards against Thibault. Here's Towns. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And here's Grant from the arc. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Lillard puts up a deep three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Now Edwards. The three ball. Tries again. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nurkic.
Timberwolves ball.
Here's Towns. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
You know, Towns' teammates love seeing this. They encourage him to get after it and look to score more often.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
think of with both these teams, Greg? Their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point guard.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Six on the shot clock. Collins pass it to Murray. And finished off by Collins.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Edwards. Hunter with some nice defense. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
So this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
Conley finds Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Hunter. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. And the turnover again by Atlanta. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, earlier I spoke with Quinn Snyder. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
Here's Griffin. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Edwards.
Blocking foul. John Collins. His first. Team first.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Towns.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Collins wide open. He fires. Atlanta gets it back. Pass to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Will it go? Griffin can't get it to go in.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Gobert with the block. Outside Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
The Hawks trail by 12. Murray kicks to Griffin. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the left wing. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. Gobert the pass to Towns. The dish to Edwards. Rebounded by Capella. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. Trying to end the drought. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Edwards. Following the miss by DeJounte Murray. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And that one's good. Hunter.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
To the paint. Griffin kicks to Hunter. Passes it to Capella. Back to Collins. Outside for Murray. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Big time shot to beat.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He went on an aerial three-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll return shortly. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
Young and Bogdanovich are their guards. Okongwu is out there with Bay. And it's Fernando in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Young.
And man, he makes shooting threes look effortless. Young's quick release from distance is especially lethal.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Noel passes to Anderson. Out to the wing. Here's Alexander Walker. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down. So you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Young outside. They get it back. Fernando launches a 3. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Young.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Reed, and it's denied. Fast break, the Hawks takes a 3. Here's Okongwu. Bay passes to Bogdanovich. Here's Okongwu. Young outside, down low. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Anderson with the ball. Kicks it out to Prince. Lets it go from deep. No good on that one. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
What pace on the fast break from Bogdanovich. Getting out ahead and protecting the opportunity to score.
Here's Noel. Defended by Young. Noel, no good. And here's Atlanta. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the second quarter. It's Young on the wing. The pass to Bay. The kick out to Young. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And this is Young's mentality, ready to shoot the rock as soon as he catches the pass.
Driving in. Noel, no good. Atlanta's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pat Donovich wide open. Another three for Atlanta.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work. They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. Murray with it. Now defended by Gobert. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's good. Capella's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks.
A big man who does a little bit of everything. Collins' team-first attitude shining through with that terrific pass.
Out to Edwards. 4 seconds left. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And we've reached halftime in this one. Thanks, David. And
The Timberwolves, 27. Let's hear it for the Jackrabbits.
we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Griffin with the steal. It's tipped. It's stolen by Gobert to the inside. Here's Hunter. Outside for Murray. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Gobert. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Murray scanning the floor. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Edwards dishes to Towns, and that's a foul called on A.J. Griffin. That's his first foul. Conley against Murray. And here's Towns. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
In the corner, it's Griffin. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside for Murray. 5 on the clock. Back to Capella. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Capella's got 6 points.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. He can help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending. And the long arms of Capella, using them to perfection as a target for his teammates on that alley-oop.
Collins kicks to Murray. Outside, Griffin. Murray. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
Well, size and athleticism, but a little bit of craftiness right there by Anthony Edwards. That up fake gets that defender committed, and the free throw line opportunity is coming.
The Hawks leading by 5. That's to Fernando. Can't get it to fall. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Conley inside the line. Another miss by Minnesota.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Stolen. Fernando, the pass to Bogdanovich. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Minnesota. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Outside, Edwards. Here's Towns. Back to Edwards. Driving inside. Count. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Cans it from downtown.
And this is why Bogdanovich has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects that was worth the price of admission.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Young inside. Over by Conley. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 16 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now here's Towns. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Into the lane. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the focus Bogdanovich has is tremendous. Able to take on contact and still convert.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Here's Noel, and it's Trae Young with the rebound. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Fernando, and he uses the glass on the layup.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Reed. Back to Anderson. Here's Noel. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Here's Prince, and he banks in the layup.
It's a real skill to be able to move without the basketball. Taurean Prince just looking for windows to score, and he does.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Young and Bogdanovich are their guards. Sadiq Bey is out there with Okongwu, and it's Fernando in at the center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. The pass to Fernando. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And Bogdanovich kicks to Young. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
Oh, trying for it. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away. You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Bogdanovich with it. Conley picks him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Atlanta with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Murray kicks to Hunter. They get it again. Here's Capella. Tries yet again. Sweet move. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. And that's a foul called on A.J. Griffin. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Young's checked in. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Capella. That's tipped. Conley with it. He's picked up by Collins. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Conley.
Well, Mike Conley able to get out in the open floor, and that's where his quickness really comes to bear. Tremendous finish.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Edwards. He takes it in, and Capella sends it back. To the wing on the left. Here's Murray. Banked in off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 5.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
The kick out to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his 3rd foul of the game. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. Murray outside. Beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Towns throws it down.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
Murray kicks to Collins. Pass to Young. Edwards with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Gobert against Murray. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Gobert with the pass to Conley. Back to Gobert. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
In the corner. corner. Collins with it. Capella kicks to Murray. Out left of the wing. Collins finds Young. Shot to stop the run. It's money from deep.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Collins in the post. Towns on him. Capella dishes to Young. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. And now we've got the intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Now, Karl Anthony Towns, as good a free throw shooter out of the post as we've ever seen. He's excellent at the stripe. Now it's game pressure. Do you make critical free throws?
Young against Edwards.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking the shots.
Minnesota calls timeout. It's tied at 59. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here is Conley. For three. Misses the tray. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Here we go. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. Griffin with it. Now defended by Gobert. Capella, the pass to Griffin. Murray against Conley. And it's Murray with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Towns kicks to Conley, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's McDaniels, left side, Edwards. 4 on the clock, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Murray, the pass to Fernando. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Towns down low. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Young's checked in for Atlanta. Puts it up off the inbound. 2 free throws coming up, and they called. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
Team second.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting
the previous play is under review.
A lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these plays.
The ruling on the floor stands.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Collins checked in for Bruno Fernando.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead.
And you can see Young's confidence and leadership growing each season. He knows he belongs, and now it's about contending for championship.
Conley dishes to Towns. Over to the left wing. Passes it to Edwards. Back to Gobert. And he makes good on the layup.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Collins, a screen on Collins. Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And pressure doesn't get to Collins. Baskets like that prove how locked in he is.
And finished off by McDaniel.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Young with no one around. Buries it from three-point range.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
And just no fear, guys. I mean, he is willing to mix it up in the paint with the big boys.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Outside Collins. From outside the arc. Misses. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
it's the Hawks to start out. Here's Young. All right, let's check out the starting lineup for the Trailblazers. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3, the small forward. And here's Lillard. Takes the 3. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
You know, this Hawks team really does score the ball well. Lots of dynamic players on this team. Young has made a huge difference in their production.
His first, team first.
Now here's Murray. To the left wing. Young from long range. Thibault with the board. So about Atlanta, just how far can this team make it?
Well, B.A., there's no question they'll be efficient on the offensive end. But the question is, can they put everything else together and be a complete team? That'll ultimately be the difference.
Now here's Grant. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Here's Young. And it's Young again missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Murray. Following the bucket by the Blazers. Collins a screen. And it's Murray off the drive. It's stolen by Thibault. Down low. Here's Lillard. Pass to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Young, the pass to Collins. And here's Capella, 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, good chance here for Hunter. Goes back up. The kick out to Young. Well, the Hawks again cannot hit it. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Grant with it, and it's Hunter picking him up. Here's Thibault. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. The Hawks trailing.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Now here's Collins to win the run. The kick out to Young. Murray up top. The Hawks need to get one up here. Grant with a steal. Outside Thibault. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Pretty good body control from the big man as Collins stays focused on the rim.
Here's Sharp. Drops in the layup for 2.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
For 3, Collins. Can't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way now. Here's Grant driving inside. Oh, Grant throws it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Count it. Good.
But you got to take some chances, and Young will do that. challenging the defense that time.
And Lillard puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried. Lillard's got 5 points.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, and with the exception of his rookie year, they've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball.
Here's Sharp. Can't cash it in from close range. Collins against Lillard. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Trailblazers.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Portland now. Now Nurkic. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. With 1 on the clock. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
We've got a Kongwu. Griffin is out there with Bogdan Bogdanovich. Then there's Sadiq Bey, and it's Fernando in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Bey outside. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Pass to Watford, beyond the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Here's a Kongwu. Inside. The bank shot, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Pass to Fernando. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The lead now in single digits. Fernando's got 6. The Trailblazers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Simons against Griffin. Here's Watford.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
This Hawks offense can be explosive when they're hitting. They can hurt you from inside and out. They move the ball well and they run well as a team.
And for the Hawks and their offense, they put up points and take care of the ball, Brent.
That's a pretty good recipe, B.A. This is a young team, but taking care of the ball and valuing possessions, that's hard to get through to young players. They've done a great job of that. So is their coaching staff. So this offense could be in a great situation for years to come.
There's Bogdanovich with the 3. The rebound by Eubanks. The Trailblazers shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. Watford. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Fernando. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
The Hawks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Here's Fernando. Back to Bogdanovich. Outside for Bay. Let's go with a 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Outside Bogdanovich. Wide open look. Another one falls for Atlanta.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Reddish finds Simons. Here's Watford. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Fernando. And the layup is good. Fernando's got 10 points in the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Eubanks. Lets it go from deep. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now.
At the line for Trailblazers, Drew Eubanks.
The first one falls, and the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for Portland. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Watford. Thibault comes in for Little. Sharp, he's checked in for Reddish. And Lillard subbed in for Simons. Murray passes to Young. Outside Hunter. Screen by Capella. Clock at 6. From the right block to the inside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Every year, Clint Capella up there, one of the highest percentage field goal shooters we have in the NBA.
And here's Grant from the arc. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Collins with a screen on Lillard. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And so it's Portland in a good situation.
35. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the Trailblazers shooting the ball 70% in this game. On the court right now for Portland. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Sharp are the guards, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position.
Well, Capella at that size really has no issues spotting the open man.
Well, in the 2020-21 season, Clint Capella showed how valuable he can be, Brent.
Yeah, he led the league in offensive and defensive rebound percentage, and for his career, he's averaging double digits on the glass. But that season, B.A., man, that was ridiculous, even by his standards.
The Hawks shooting has been great, 57%, and finding ways to score consistently. Hunter finds Young with the fadeaway. Not going to go that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way now. The 3 is up. Here's Nurkic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Well, the determination there by Nurkic pressures the D into getting a little bit too physical with him on that shot.
Nurkic hits them both. On offense, here are the Hawks. It's a 13-point game. Collins passes to Murray. Back to Collins. The kick to Hunter. The 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Hunter's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Sharp. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pass to Murray. Outside Hunter. Capella with it. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
Team first.
Here's Hunter. Here's Collins. He's covered by Grant. Collins passes to Hunter. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Nurkic finds Grant. That shot off. Collins with the defensive effort. And when John Collins takes off from the floor, you can feel your hair start to stand up.
One of the most explosive players in the league with this incredible liftoff. A strong step to the rim, and he can demolish anything in his path. Simply an electric player at times.
There's the triple. Here's Murray. Sharp grabs the miss.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
You know, not many guys can change pace on the dribble the way Lillard does it. Just phenomenal.
Murray passes to Hunter. Now Capella with the drive. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic just got rebound number 5 here tonight. Right wing. Here's Sharp, defended by Murray, to the paint. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. There's Young with the 3. He buries it from 3. Young's got 6 points.
Well, during the draft process, lots of talk about Trae Young and Stephen Curry. I'll tell you what, there are more similarities than differences.
Here's Nurkic, and he banks in the layup. 5 points in the game.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Grant with it, checked by Murray. And Grant gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
There's Young with the 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Capella, the pass to Collins. Now Hunter. Out left to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Second chance effort. And it's blocked by Thybulle. Inside, Grant. Hey, rejected by Capella.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
Young, the pass to Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Young inside, covered by Thybulle. To the middle. Collins outside. Thybulle against Young. Kept alive by Atlanta. Here's Capella. Pass to Collins. Left side Hunter. They kick it out to Murray. No good from outside. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The tandem on the perimeter, Murray and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Young in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Lillard fires away from way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Young, the pass to Capella. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
And Capella just smashing through the contact on the inside that time.
Inside. Thibault, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Collins finds Hunter. Collins against Grant. Collins inside. That one drops for him.
That's the guy you want with the ball inside, as Collins' ability to rise up will produce some points.
Drives to the hoop. Sharp, no good. The Hawks have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Hunter. To the inside. Capella. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And Capella gets it to go.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
Lillard outside. Launches a 3. They get it back. Another shot. Outside for Grant. Second chance effort. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
What a night Jeremy Grant has it going on the offensive end, and his teammates encouraging him to stay hungry.
Here's Young. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he's able to get it back. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Nurkic. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Nurkic using his body that time. A polished move.
Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sharp. Now here's Nurkic. A minute 50 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. And Lillard gets it to go.
And what a burst from Damian Lillard that time, just seeing that gap and getting ahead of the defense.
Murray with it. Back to Young. Pass to Capella. Murray with it. Outside Young. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Thibault. Yes. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
You also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Hunter with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. The quick crossover. What a move.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
And the foul on DeAndre Hunter. That's foul number 2 for him. 50 seconds left in the game. Nurkic attacking. That one goes in.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
We love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. And this young guy relishes the pressure, stepping up there, confident in the clutch.
Outside Thibault. Lillard outside. Launches it. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Sharp. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Young way outside. Young missing again.
Would you say testing the limits of his...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do...